How's it going, viewers? Thank you guys for watching this video. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at Armor Gears iPhone 7 Monarch series case. So before I get started, I'd like to just take a second and thank Armor Gear for giving me this opportunity to do this review. So thank you guys, I appreciate it. And then if you guys do like this product, or you guys would like to check out any other products that Armor Gear provides, I will have links in the description below so you guys can go and check that out. And I would like to start off just by taking a look at the new design, or the redesigned box for the Monarch series cases. And on the front of the box, as you guys can see, there's the Armor Gear writing up on top. There is a clear material so you can see right through to the case. There is the drop tested military spec, 2 times, I guess it's twice as good, Monarch series designed for the iPhone 7/6s. On the side here, we got the Series Monarch 5-layer protection. A little bit of advertising, I guess, there. Here are some of the features that are found on these cases. The first one, there is impact-resistant corners, and then there's feather light, easy access, traction grip, screen surround, and then a glare-free flash. So that is that. And on the other side, it just has this Monarch series 5-layer protection, and then there's a rugged lightweight drop tested protection UAG here. Going on to the back side, it does break it down and take a look at the 5 layers of protection. The first one being the armor frame, starting out from the outside. I'll just, when I pull the case, I'll kind of go over these again. There's the top grain leather, the polycarbonate shear plate, alloy metal hardware, impact resistant rubber. So those are the five layers. And then there is a 10-year limited warranty. Not quite sure what that covers, but there we go. That's what we got. Let's take a closer look. So I'm just going to take a closer look at the 5 layers of protection, starting with the armor frame, and that is just this part here that goes around. It's more of like a hard plastic. It's got that type of feel to it. This number 2 is the top grain leather, which is in here in between that armor frame. And it does feel like leather. I'm not 100% if it's 100% genuine leather or if it's just made to look like leather, but it definitely does look like a leather or something that symbolizes leather. So number 3 is the polycarbonate shear plate, and that I believe is right back here, what covers the back part. And this also is a harder plastic. There's a little bit of softer silicone type material up around, I guess, the corners. Number 4 is the alloy metal hardware, and that is, there are 3 screws on the case, and they are made out of a alloy, some sort of metal. So I'm not sure how much protection that gives, but if the phone, I guess, was sliding on cement, and it'll probably take a little while to scrape through these screws as opposed to the plastic. So number 5 is the impact resistant rubber, and that's just pretty much on the corners, and then on the outsides of the case. There is definitely that that rubber feel. So that is pretty cool, and I guess that takes up the composition of what this case is made out of. So I'm just going to go ahead and install the phone. So like I always like to mention, I put the side with the most buttons in first, so that's that side. I'll just push them in, and once that's in, I'll flip it over. And I like to push forward as I press down at the same time, try to do that simultaneously. Just like that, it pops in. The Monarch series case comes in 2 colors, one being platinum and the other is graphite. The one that I'm showing here is the graphite version, so just kind of keep that in mind. So I would just like to take a look at the openings on the case. I'm going to start off with this side here. As you guys can see, there is a power button, and the power button is fairly flush. It does stick out just a little bit, so you are able to find it a little bit easier. That is always helpful. It also has a different type of texture. The texture is diagonal as opposed to the hexagonal pattern that we got going there, the little beehive type of thing. So that is pretty cool. I actually like that. It's one of the things that I like most about this case is that grip on the ends. We'll move over to the top. As you guys can see, there's nothing but the 2 impact resistant corners. Moving on to the other side, there is an opening, easy access opening for your mute switch. There is the volume up and down buttons as well, and those do stick out a little more than the power button, so they are easy to find, makes it nice and useful. And then back again with that beehive type of pattern there. Moving on to the bottom, we have our openings for the speakers. There's an opening for the charging port. And as you guys can see, there's also the circle for the headphone jack, because this case is also compatible with the 6S, so they made that part of it. So that is pretty cool. Moving on to the back, really nice, cool looking design. I like it. A nice big opening, glare-free flash for your flash. There's the opening for the camera, the microphone, and the flash. So that is pretty awesome. And then just the redesigned look, nice cool look with the leather and then the 5 layers of protection. I do, like I mentioned earlier, like this this pattern here. Makes it look real cool. Gives it a nice feel in the hands. So definitely a cool case. Not very bulky. It's not very thin. Gives you enough protection. And this passed the drop test by 2 times. So pretty sweet phone case. I like it. So as far as pros go, the couple things that I did like about it is the design is awesome. I like the way it looks. The fact that it does have the 5 layers, more like 4, but 5 layers of protection is pretty awesome. I like that. You know, the redesign looks sweet. The one thing that I don't like is that headphone cutout. I do hold my phone like this most of the time when I'm using it, and it tends to wear kind of cut into the pinky here on the corner. So that's the one thing that I wasn't very happy with, but I guess everything else is pretty awesome. I do like the products that Urban Armor Gear makes and releases. I am happy to review it, and like I'd mentioned earlier in the video, if you guys are interested in this product or any of the other Urban Armor Gear products, I will have links in the description below so you guys can go ahead and check those out. That's all I got for you guys. Have a nice day.